I spread the seas like a dog at my halo. Alright, here we go. I started stream pretty early, but yeah. Probably not gonna have people watching live at the moment. So try to keep it short for right now. For the people that are gonna be watching this as a video. And yeah, you guys saw the thing there. We got the Zeta head Zaku and something else, just something else. The Stein, the ZA. I'm pretty sure that's the guy's name. I'm not familiar with the name though, so. All right. Oh damn, you guys are already here. Fuck. Yeah, Zeta Zaku. You wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. You guys got here not even a minute either. Hello, Goofsome. Damn, not even a minute. You guys already here. Now here I was hoping to get through everything fast for the people that are watching this as a video and on stream. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and go off. I'm gonna go ahead and go off real fast. First of all, good job on your sorties, pilots. I'm Ishii from the development. I'll be delivering you the developer newsletter. It's getting colder, isn't it? November is almost here. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. Even the coldness of the controller made me realize that seasons are changing. Maybe just keep your controller away from the window there, Ishii. Well then, thank you for participating and watching GBO2 X Tanami Tanami. Uh, I can't fucking say words today. It's a tournament. Tournament Meister. Gotta be the Gundam Meister. Held the other day, which I wasn't aware of this, so it was Japanese only. Yeah, it was held in Japan only. Yeah, congratulations to the members of the team that won the tournament. We're not going to tell you who you guys are. I'm not even going to interview you. Just congratulations. Fuck off. That's all I see from this. I was also watching the matches excitedly. I admire each and all of you who have fought so hard over the 2 months since the start of the qualifying rounds. Great job. Now let's move on to this month's update information. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck all of you. Not even tell you who won, bitch. Happy Halloween 2022. Well, Halloween season has come again this year. As you can tell from all the pumpkins and that scary looking tree, it says Happy Halloween. Base camp will be transformed to the Halloween colors for everyone. And also, it's here this year too. Halloween campaign. Recon unit container discovery rates now at 25%. Halloween only guaranteed daily MS special drop, supply drop, and limited fall missions. And as you can see, this guy is very excited. You can see it on his face there. And yeah, they got the Zeta Head Zaku. As a reward for the yearly autumn limited missions, it will be as following! Exclamation point. There he is. Double Zeta, guys. They put double Zeta in the game. A Zaku Xeon? No. It's a Gundam. Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta's Egg MS Z Gundam Zaku head will appear in GBO2. In the original, the head of Zeta Gundam was destroyed by Hama Hama. Then Ino used a Zaku's head as temporary measure. Shangri-La Soul is awesome, right? I don't know, I haven't watched Double Zeta yet. Unit description: Source, Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta. Story limit: it's a ground and a space suit, and it's a general with a cost of 550. So if you guys don't know, the regular Zeta is 600. General unit here is a 550, and for good reason. They'll mention here. In order to return the Z Gundam that's head part was damaged in battle, he used the know-how of a junk shop and forcibly connected the head of a drift Zaku, so that it can be brought back to the front line as soon as possible. Although it has lost its greatest advantage as a TMS, I'm guessing transforming mobile suit, its tactical range has been narrowed. Its combat capability is adequate thanks to the performance of the base machine. Can be deployed both on ground and space. So, wait. Anyone can get it by clearing the limited missions during the Halloween period, so be sure to try it. Moreover, okay, Zaku Head is also available as a costume item for base camp to match the MS, which is actually kind of cool. And you can get the head of the original Zeta Gundam. I'd be happy if you can change it and have fun at the base camp. Both look awesome and surreal side by side. I kind of do like the head of the Zeta Gundam. I think Zeta Gundam's pretty underrated in terms of design. Zaku, I really like. I mean, I had a video yesterday about the Zaku too. Go ahead and check the comments real fast, because I know I just kind of skipped you guys out for a second. A ZZ classic. Hello, Chalet. Sleep on Stein must be worse than the unicorns. Seems like there might be something going on with it. I'll have to double check it. Waiting for my Phoenix. Yeah, that'll be New Year's. Also, they better let the Gun Cannon 2 walk in charge. No. Ishii plays just outside the development office in the trash container. Still waiting for the Gun Cannon Heavy Custom and Rosen Zulu. Oh yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna get the Rosen Zulu. December maybe. Oh, finally, not another Pale Rider. Can't wait to get the hands on the GOG arm. I can't wait either, because I've been meaning to get that. I say I've been meaning to get it. I haven't really gotten it because they don't want to make people have it. Can't wait to get the. I read that one. Can't wait to be gatekept from Halloween challenges because GBO2's penalty system is garbage. Yep, just hopefully you have a land cable and pray. I think they did all the Pale Riders already. Zeta Zaku is going to be better than this default Zaku, or default Zeta. I mean, of course, better than. No, Zaku's way better. But no, I'll go ahead and detail what I think it might be here in a second. They just make more Power Riders. I still can't believe they're deciding to have this as a suit in this game. Yes. I like to see some more Frankenstein suits, but honestly, they picked the most well-known Frankenstein suit in Gundam, so that's fine by me. Hopefully this makes the Zeta Zaku more popular. I can barely find anything about it online. I mean, it is the most. It's like I said, the most popular Frankenstein suit in Gundam. It's always the joke character, and especially in Maxi Boost. There's always Zeta Zaku or Zaku Zeta Head Zaku. Zaku Head Zeta Gundam. It's always a joke character. It's just a worse Zeta. And there's not really much else to get about it. It's just the Zeta with the Zaku's head. It can't transform because the head doesn't collapse. And which I'll get into here in a second. Let me finish the rest of these comments, and I'll go back to what I think the Zeta Zaku might be like. Still kind of wanted the Gundam with the goof arm. That'd be cool. Or the Black Devil from that one I posted in Discord. They were on their way to Lavi and Rose. I can't pronounce that. When they found an old Zaku 2 in a wreck, they decided to tow it back, and when Judo was attacked, they slapped his Zaku head on the Zeta as a fix. Kind of reminds me of in Zeta when they took the Gelgoog and put Nemo parts inside of it. Funny how I never knew it was a thing until it was announced. Yeah, which is weird because I've known this for a while. Like this is consistently just the joke character in Gundam. It's always either at guy or this suit. Although usually at guys like the Moe character people would post like, hey, he's cute. The Zeta Zaku is always the joke one. Like this just screams filler. Well, I mean it's a limited mission. Limited mission suits are kind of. Dolahan wasn't the filler. The GOG wasn't filler. But then like the Gigan, a lot of the limited mission suits are either hit or miss, and some of them pretty filler. I think the Gigan space type is fucking awful. That one's filler. This should have been a boss fight. The Zeta Zaku is too much for a player to handle. GPOO as banner suit, please. Good thing it's a free event suit then. Wear GM head. Do you think we'll ever get more Thunderbolt suits? I'd like to have more. Anyway, yeah. Okay, now I got through most of the comments. Yes, what I think this suit will be. This is not the suit that's coming out tomorrow. That's not the main. This is a limited mission suit. Next suit's going to be the spoiler. There's a Stein right there. The Stein. I'm guessing they chose it for Halloween because Stein, like Frankenstein. Funny, haha. Kind of like the Dolahan. What I think the Zeta... So, theories I'm going off of the Zeta Zaku here is it's either going to be a... It's just going to be 1-to-1 the Zeta Gundam, except it will have worse... It'll have a less range on its radar, and probably weaker head health, because obviously it's a Zaku 2 head. And it can't transform either, so it'll probably just have either the same loadout as the Zeta, just a little bit worse stats. Like I said, regarding the radar or head health, or they're gonna change the properties of its weapons. Like maybe the they'll make the beam rifle rapid fire, and it'll be like stun accumulation, and maybe the grenades will be instant stun or something like that. They can maybe make it a little bit slower, but make it hit harder or something. Like they can change some stuff about the suit. Um, and honestly, the try to think of how good the Zetas, if it were just going off the base Zeta Gundam, how good that loadout would be at 550. I think it could be decent. You just have a basic instant stun. If they give it the beam spear, that's already a pretty decent combo with that janky hitbox on that beam spear too. uh, and you give it the grenade launchers, so it'd be okay. I think if they're just going off the base uh, weapons here. But like I said, they can change that. I think they'd probably do something like that. That's my guess for the Zeta Zaku, how they'd make it play. We know it's a general, so it's not going to be doing anything like a heavy attack, getting fucking killed in one shot by the Zeta Zaku, or like a support. Even though it is they like to treat supports as a joke sometimes. Obviously not for the Zeta Zaku here. This is a general. Is it Sleeve Stein or OG Stein? I believe it's Narrative Stein. They picked it up because they had 90% of the model done and they needed a big thing for Halloween. Doesn't the shield of the Zeta have missiles in it? Maybe they'll give it as a replacement for the lack of Vulcans. Maybe. I've also seen some people suggest that it uses a bunch of dummy balloons, so maybe it can use dummy balloons. Like, there's some stuff that can make it a little bit different. Can it fly? No. The head would have to collapse, and the Zaku doesn't collapse. Unless you squeeze it and crush it, like the Gundam did. Zeta at 550, even without transform, would be good. No, not amazing, but good. Yeah, like I said, it'd be okay. Fits his Halloween suit, but other than that, what else does it add? IDK, I just don't feel like feeling this thing being a better Zeta. Well, we don't know if it's going to be a better Zeta. Maybe at its cost, it'd be a better Zeta if they're going just by the base moveset here. Because, I mean, we all know now, like, the Zeta is a little bit outdated at its own cost, 600. It hits and miss on the show, didn't have the movies. Yeah. Alright, so now let's go on to the actual suit that's coming out on Halloween. Because, again, this is a limited mission suit, so this is not the suit that's... Even though it looks like it is, it's not. The actual suit that's coming out is the... Well, I had to go through this first. We're getting some modification stuff first. So I gotta hold you off. I gotta edge y'all real fast. Regarding the modification of existing elements, by GBO2, not only new elements are implemented and events take place, long-time existing elements are improved and adjusted in order to make them easier to play than ever before. We will introduce some of the improvements that will be made this update. Modification of display settings and switching of ally info. So basically, you can just skip all this shit. You can just make it to where you can have this always on or always off, or you can make it to where you can switch it by holding the button or pressing the button. That's pretty much it. You get the options. There was a case in which the display was turned on and off by mistake. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people. I heard some people just like, whoa, my teammates are they disappeared. How did that happen? I can't see them on the screen. That has happened to people before, which is kind of funny to think about. But yeah, I guess they made it to where, hey, yeah, you can just press the button again. You don't have to hold it. But yeah, all right. Now we got some a little bit of a peek into the unit adjustments for this month, or I guess next month technically. Modification of existing MS. We will explain the overall adjustments by the information to be released at a later date, but here are the details of the two MSs that have undergone relatively large-scale adjustments. Kind of, sort of large. But yeah, Gun Cannon 2, Sub-Weapon Beam Cannon Feature Adjustment. Sub-Weapon Beam Cannon requires focusing, has high power, excellent range, and penetrating performance, but it was a little lacking in the number of steps to support its allies. If you guys don't know, that's the Gun Cannon 2 that has the shoulder cannon on it. Again, like it says, you had to focus it. It could hit a far range, but yeah, you could only fire it by focusing. So by the next update, it will be changed from requires focusing to normal shooting available focus weapon. Depending on the situation, you'll be able to use both normal and focused in fire combat. Now, they don't say if it's going to stun or not. They just say you'll be able to fire it normally. I'm going to imagine that it probably won't stun normally, and the charge will stun. I don't know what they're gonna do for stun buildup. Like if you shoot that, then shoot your beam rifle in charge, you'll probably get a stun. I don't know. They don't mention that. But that's okay. For the gun cannon too. That's cool. I don't have to just charge the weapon to fire it. And next taste here is the the Gian. Yeah, skill. It gets the left arm equipment buffer. So finally they recognize that the Gian shield is a shield. It reduces the HP lost from the arm equipment. If you get shot, in your shield, the damage was reduced by 15%, which is, not a whole lot, but honestly, that's still reduced damage. They, again, for again, I'm fine, fine with that. Could be a little bit more, but that's still reduced damage. The missile shield the Gan has on its left arm does not function as a shield in GBO2, I know. But it is implemented in the form of equipment for using weapons such as needle missile and hide bomb. We have added a skill that reduces the damage received and refurbished it as equipment that also has a defensive function. Long overdue, by the way. You can expect to reduce the damage taken when you keep the enemy in check while shooting needle missiles, until they aim for your big fat fucking legs, and they get broken unless you have leg parts on, so. And hey, they added some more parts. Added and adjusted the top level of custom parts. Unlock of upper level existing custom parts. Higher levels of existing custom parts will be... Okay, this is just word salad. Auxiliary program level 5. By equipping the high-cost MS with beam-based equipment and large number of slots, you can expect to improve weapon handling. So yeah, auxiliary generator level 5. Range beam weapons recover from overheating 20% faster. Yeah, that'll be incredibly useful for your Fazes and all your meme beam suits. And of course, if you have a whole, it depends on the range slots, of course, or the part slots, and you can probably just slap that on some high cost supports or high cost, I don't know, fucking raids, generals. And hey, space frame level 3, a high level level of the space frame that will fill the empty slots. By all means, it is an option when short range slots are a little too much. And yeah, level 3, increase MS HP by 600, increase thrusters by 7, and I'm fine with that. Space frame's always kind of been that thing you just slap on last when you do a build on your own and you have parts left over. I don't know what the parts gonna be left over for this, but hey, increases your health and gives you more thruster gauge. And finally, ADDCS level 2. Greatly reduces the recovery time from status elements or ailments such as incendiary damage, radar obstruction, and Psychomu jacks. The unicorns. And the effects, it does not stack. Okay, so this doesn't stack. Okay, thanks. But yeah, as you can see, reduced recovery time for some status effects. I wish they would just list it in the thing here. They never do. So it's just kind of, a lot of people are always like, okay, what does this mean? What are the status effects? But yeah, reduction doesn't stack for different level of same part. So unfortunately, you can't get more than 30% or more than what the level 1 is. But yeah, that'll definitely be helpful for the high cost suits that are like at 700 that are fighting unicorns, especially those like the Moon Gundam. If you have like a bunch of again, Psychomu weapons that will get Psychomu jacked by the unicorns. Heaven knows you probably need that. And adjustment of existing custom parts. Among the existing custom parts, we will focus on those that have a low usage rate in battle, giving additional effects and adjusting consumption slots. Thank God. We hope with this update it will expand the range of options for custom parts to equip. So yeah, I'm totally fine with that. Go ahead and check the comments real fast. Zeta Zaku out here gonna have those wire anchors with Gyaradoga wire stats. That'd be awesome. Zeta Zaku is the bastard child of the Zaku family outside of Gyaradoga, who was made by Anaheim. Was hoping the Halloween suit would be Stealth Blue Destiny Unit 1. 550 Zeta is better than Sinanju copy and paste. That's going to be worse than Unicorn and or Banshee. Always surprised we're having the Unit 2 Stein first and not the Unit 1, the MSV one. That and the Stein, red Sinanju any day. Uncharged shot 100% won't stun or do any build stun. It's about time the Gan got some recognition. Don't worry, it's only just, you know what, they might add some more stuff. Again, this is only a taste of what they added. I remember last Halloween update when they reworked this Double Zeta to have its transformation in cannons. Oh yeah, that did happen, didn't it? Base Double Zeta. Day 29, fuck, I can't, 294,839 without Zeus' shotgun. 294,839 days without Zeus' shotgun. There we go. Both units were the same, it's just Unit 1 was turned into frontal Sinanju, and Unit 2 was given some engravings, no difference. Only took 3 years for Gan's shield to reduce damage. I want the Goblin Boy without the backpack. Gelgu Cannon with that part. Oh god, yeah, Gelgu Cannon minus, what was it, 20%? Yeah, and then he stacked with other stuff. Hey Taru. Zeta Zaku is more hyped than Stein. Yeah, fuck the Stein. It's all about the Zeta Zaku. Head parts with the better ASL would be a cool idea. Was hoping the Halloween suit be Jurek. I was hoping to be some kind of weird ass suit like Azok or Jurek. Or that one from Double Zeta that can the fucking I can't even remember the name. It's the Gazan, the really fucking weird head, pointy head motherfucker. Sinanju Stein, 3-star or 4-star? It is a 4-star. Make the ball transform, my god, Bandai. No. Azok has more priority. But anyway, let's get into the Stein now. Damn, 53 people watching. Hello, everybody. So now we're going. I almost clicked on the Beethoven there. Sorry, I have to turn that on because my headset likes to not likes to disconnect. Anyway, here we go. We got the Stein. I don't have any music playing, so. Alright. New MS, the Sins on the front. UC Prod. Oh, they're going to show all these names. Psycho Frame, Anaheim, Phoenix Hunting, Stein. Damn. There he is. Or she, whatever you want to call it. I think I'll shoot this one. Nice tagline. That shows me how badass this suit is. Sinanju Stein, ZA arrives. I don't know what ZA stands for. If you guys want to let me know, please tell me. I think I'll shoot this one. Yeah. Alright, little images here. Okay. Alright, that's downswing. That's a zoom in. Main range weapon, high beam rifle. Obviously, rapid fire. You can charge it, looks like. Sinanju Stein beam saber. 60mm Vulcan gun. Has a bazooka. Alright, there's the counter. It's a kick. Classic kick. That looks like a heavy attack, so I'm pretty sure this is a raid. So, hey, we have a heavy attack, as if you can't have a raid nowadays without a heavy attack. Assuming that's a heavy attack. And hey, it's got a new skill, Active Purge. Pressing the touchpad performs an evasive maneuver and sends the propellant tank flying forward. After the propellant tank is removed, thruster consumption increases during high-speed movement, but mobility will be increased. So you'll see here in a second. Yeah, you can combo into that. So that's a confirmed combo. We don't know how much damage it's going to do. I'm going to assume it does a decent amount of damage. So you can downswing, purge, and yeah, you can move faster. But your thruster consumption will increase because you just took off your tanks there. One more look at that. Was that guy boosting? I gotta double check that real fast. Yeah, so it counts as so you can dodge and attack at the same time. And then you have another skill, Psycho Frame Resonance Z. Automatically activates when the HP falls below a specified value, increasing melee attack damage. In addition, it reduces the amount of time it takes to lock onto enemy units using melee weapon. So I didn't see anything that looked like it could lock on here, so I don't know what that's about. But it disables reactions other than staggering due to accumulated damage only at the moment the skill is activated. So it has the same thing the other biosensors and psychoframes have. Uh, but it seems like, yeah, you get more melee damage, and you will. Apparently, it reduces the amount of time it takes to lock onto an enemy that are using melee weapons. So maybe a count, or maybe it might be no lock onto enemy. And I thought it might be like if you're having your melee out, it'd take longer for them to lock onto you. So maybe a counter to the Banshee, maybe, or Unicorn. I don't know. There you go. More poses. I'm pretty sure that's the heavy. Have a heavy attack there. Spark the Stein of the sleeves. Not great taglines here today, but yeah. Take a look at the comments for that one. We'll go back up to the Zetas. The superior Zeta Zaku. There he is. ZA stands for the pilot. I know it stands for the pilot, Tar. I'm asking what the fuck his name is. Hey, Zaku would be hilarious? Yeah, I would. I was just focusing on Zeta Zaku. Are they giving out the Stein for Halloween because Frankenstein? I'm assuming yes, because Stein, Frankenstein. Kind of like Dullahan with the Pale Rider Dullahan. Uh, a white Sinanju? How new and different. I think I'll shoot this one. Every unicorn when they see this thing walk up. Every unicorn player ever. I can feel it in this one. It's the emo guy narrative. I don't know. I'm glad you guys are telling me the guy's name. Not really. Uh, it's the new gacha suit. Zaku Zeta is the event suit. It's a raid. If it's a raid, then Banshee sure is better. Always be giving raids good stuff. Another support bully. I sleep. What's with the devs and that kick? I don't know. They really love giving suits with a kick in this goddamn game. I don't know. I kind of want, for a suit like this, maybe something generic like Beam Saber Slash or something. Uh, ZA means zero applications. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. That probably is not his name. If it is, there's motherfuckers named Graham Acker, and fucking Being Stability. Fuck those names. Although those are in double O, but it does have a heavy attack. The Psycho skill kind of gives that away, and you see two different melee swings that knock down enemies. I think the Psycho Frame Z means it charges the heavy attack faster. Oh, it could be. Virgin Stein versus the Chad Zeta Zaku. Hell yeah, baby. Bad translation error on their part. Stein means stone in German. Yes. Zeta Head Zaku better have Maneuver Armor 3 and the Hyper Mega Launcher. What if I had both the beam rifle and the Hyper? Like, it's just the HML, but like a general. So it's better. I'm going to roll the Zeta Zaku. The Stein feels kind of boring to me. Zeta Zaku better than Stein. Zeta Zaku for life. ZA stands for fucking Zoltan Akanin. Now that's an evil motherfucker if I heard of that. Fucking Zoltan Akanin. Who the fuck needs a gimmicky purge mechanic when you got the Zaku head Zeta? Yeah. Hello, Swoy. Camille when he sees the Zeta. If you guys haven't seen the Gundam versus Zeta Gundam stream I did with Pretty Swift, you guys need to watch that and watch the part where fucking Camille just screams. Fucking hilarious. Ain't that a general? Yes. Don't have to roll for, it's the event suit. ZA stands for zero appeal. Sinanju doesn't appeal to me. Zeta Zaku is the mission, so you earn it, you don't roll for it. Beam Slaver. Yeah, Beam Slaver. That time I said Bean. God damn, I just can't see Beam Saber today. Beam Slaver. The chattest counters are boxing punches. Yeah, especially no, the chattest one is the high knee kick that the which Dom did it? The Dom Barrage, and I think the Sturm Diaz did. That fucking Falcon, Captain Falcon Knee of Justice. That's a pretty Chad counter. Yawn, now back to the Zaku Zeta. The kick counter has the longest knockover time, so BB puts it on meta or hype suits. Yeah, but don't they realize that other suits have that same kind of fall down animation with like the Beam Slaver slashes? I said it again, Beam Slaver. The devs probably aren't bothered making a cool counter for most and just decided to add kick. Yeah, copy paste. Knowing it is a Zeta body, it should have biosensor. Is biosensor in the body or the head for the Zaku? I mean the fucking Zaku, the Zeta. Or is that like something not for the Zeta? Is that just a Camille thing or what? What's the Zeta Zaku's cost? 550. 6 Zeta Zaku versus 6 Steins. Don Barrage punches like you punches you like an alcoholic father. Oh hell yeah. Anyway, let's one new type magic body best counters. The face slam feels disrespectful. I would love the face slam if they would stay on the ground as long as you kick somebody. That way they can just sit there and revel in their fucking the dirt. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at the Sinanju Stein one more time. This time aesthetic. I mean, I don't like the Stein either, look-wise. I'm not really much into the unicorn suits. Gib, active purge to Goku Kaker. Yeah, you get a dodge roll and you can attack at the same time. And I'm pretty sure if this thing gets a double dodge roll, it'll be one of the few suits. I'm trying to think of what. Isn't there a suit that can do a triple dodge roll, or am I thinking of something else? If not, this might be one of the very first. Might be one of it. It might be the very first suit that can do a triple dodge roll. I can't think of anything off the top of my head that can do that. There might be one. Maybe if you build for thruster gauge on some suit. It is a downgrade. It can't transform in lore wise. The head made by the suit perform worse since it lost 360 camera and more. Zaku tank with claw and all claw arms as raid. That'd be cool. Gym head ground Gundam, please. I'm most likely passing on the Stein at 700. I'll just use the Banshee. I can see why somebody would use this over the Banshee. To be honest, I think I'd probably use this over the Banshee myself. I mean, first of all, the combo that a lot of the Banshees like to use doesn't really work for me half the time because of latency. So I'll just rely to having great sun. This suit looks like it has really good stun accumulation and has instant stun to go with it, so that's a potential stun lock. I like what I see here more than when I'm playing the Banshee. It could be just because this thing appeals to my playstyle more than the Banshee playstyle. I don't really care for the Banshee. I know it's a good suit, don't get me wrong. That's just me. I can see more people picking this, or some people picking this suit rather than the Banshee, especially with looks like it can do some pretty crazy things. Yeah, I figured this skill was the test for the full armor unicorn. Yeah, that'll be the only dodge roll of support we'll ever get that's not related to biosensors. Will be on the full armor Gundam just purging its propellant tanks. If they make that a support, they could easily still make that a general just to fucking piss everybody off. I wonder how narrative and Phoenix will work. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. At 700, the Stein will simply be a punching bag for my unicorn. I don't know. It depends on what they give it. Because possibly, they can fuck with unicorn because it doesn't really have anything that the unicorn can counter besides it being a raid. Only triple dodge is GBO1 FB, but that's because it does 11 dodges. Also Angsha win. I'd want the Angsha so badly. Doesn't New have triple dodge? New does not. Stein seems slightly more range friendly. That's about it. Where's my goof dodge roll? Stein seems more like the raid I want for 700. I want Gustav Karl. We need a vanilla gym buff now. What do you mean? It got buffed with the Zaku too. It's just that the Zaku 2 is superior, so. Though I do wish for 700 raid of my own, which I know I won't be able to have, enough to have. I want Messer. Messer might be too far, and we'll have to see if we can get some Hathaway stuff. But yeah, I think the Stein looks way more my kind of suit than the Banshee. Um, Judging from what it looks like here, again, bazooka and stun, you have looks like to have a pretty decent stun accumulation weapon that can charge up for a insta stun for stun locks. Uh, it appears to have a heavy attack. Oh my god, imagine heavy attacking somebody, then purging to finish them off with the propellant tanks. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can do that. It can go faster because of that purge as well. Yeah, so it just seems more my taste rather than the Banshee. Instead of trying to force a one-hit combo out of the, or not a one-hit, trying to force a one combo out of the Banshee because it doesn't work whenever I do it. I want something that's a little bit more consistent, right? Messer might come next year. We'll have to see. I'll stick with normal Sinanju because them weapons and the skills to mess with the raids. Honestly, the regular Sinanju, I know people kind of they forgot about it to go with the unicorn and the Banshee. The Sinanju is not a bad suit. The Sinanju, in fact, it can do pretty well against a unicorn player. Obviously, it doesn't have, actually, no, it does have pretty good melee combo. That's 3 melee attacks, 3 melees, 3 potential stuns, and it can boost while shooting a stun too. So yeah, I think that's still a pretty good suit. And the Stein seems to be, and also it doesn't get really affected by the Saikamu Jack either. More people need to use Sinanju. Even though I want them to add Anksha, I know Phoenix and Narrative Gundam and Gustav Karl has got to be around the corner, even since Stein. Yeah, I want my Hainu. I want Hainu too. Why buff the gym? It's already lore accurate. Would Anksha be 600 gen? Yeah, I could see it being 600. Maybe 650. I think the Purge is the last resort. Looks like it outright stopped moving after it, like out of boost. Well, let's double check. It could be. Oh, actually, yeah, let's get right there. It could be just, him just showing off. We'll have to see when the game comes out if you're able to boost out of that or not. Because it'd be kind of weird if you just overheat using it. What's the requirements for getting Zaku Head Zeta? They haven't released details on it. We just know that you'll get it if you do all limited missions. Hey, Big Ross. Surprised they didn't release Commander Rezel during the anniversary. Sorry for arriving late to the stream and for asking a random question, but do you think the Full Armor Striker custom is worth spinning for, or is it better to save tokens for the next update banner? It might be a little bit too late now, but if you've seen videos on the Full Armor Striker custom, and if it looks like something that you want to play, that's up to you. Although, next update banner, you better have some tokens saved up, because it's a 4-star. And it looks like a pretty decent 4-star unit. Pretty good suit. Mudrock and Ground Gundam with Hyper Hammer. I want Penelope. Oh god, you're gonna wait for that. I want to play the Halloween event. Bayonetta 3 just dropped. I need to make the right decisions here. Well, I'll leave that up to you then. You gotta weigh your options. I look forward to how it looks with the unicorn paint scheme. Or Zeta Zaku, yeah. Oh man, that'd be awesome. Since technically the Zaku head's painted differently from the rest of the body, you can just paint that a different color. You can make that Shin Matsunaga Zaku or something. Oh, it'd be awesome if they gave it a commander antenna. You can make it the commander Zaku too. Thoughts on new parts? Well, when we go over it again, for those who are new to the stream right now, yeah, you get the auxiliary generator level 5, recover from overheating 20% faster, which is pretty good for a lot of those high cost supports that have mean beams. I gotta see what the part slots are. I could probably see myself using this, maybe. Space frame level 3. I occasionally use the space frames when I'm out of parts. Although level 2 less likely than level 1 because level 2 uses more parts. Level 3 I had to see what the part slots are. And then ADDCS. This one is really useful. As it mentions, this works against Saikamu Jack. A lot of people probably have this on their suit already whenever they have one slot left. I think it's one mid slot for the level 1, right? You just have that one slot and you can't fit anything else besides the level 1 of this motherfucker in. And hey, I hope it's pretty low for level 2, maybe. Unfortunately, it doesn't stack, which is weird, but yeah. It'll be helpful against the unicorn players. If you're a suit like the Moon Gundam that has to rely on getting those Saikamu weapons off for major damage. I'm fine for it the most part. Slap a goof head on it. I wanted the high new as 700 raid like this Sinanju, but now with the autistic twins and the Stein, I want it to be 650 now. Goddamn. Just want to get the Banshee Norn. Angsha out here going to be a good plant, copy and paste. We need more Thunderbolt units. I agree. Whether it's the Atlas or Thunderbolt Gem. When is Gundam Unit 1 going to get a dodge roll and the Hyper Hammer? Never. Watch you not be able to change the Zaku head's color. That'd be a shame. I'd like to have it. Shadow Norn was basically confirmed because in the promo for the first Banshee, they had the pilot suit, but all you could get was Merida's pilot suit during the Banshee banner. Well, hey, there you go. I mean, we all kind of figured it anyway. Red Zeta Zaku so you can go 3 times faster. Oh, fuck yeah. Why the fuck did ground gems have beam rifles in 8th MS team? Yes. Ground gem beam rifles, please. Even if the weapon's kind of mid. No. For balancing reasons, we cannot have that. Instead, we're going to balance a suit that's already good at that cost. We're going to balance the Gundam Marine even more to be better. Bitch. Unit 4 BST with all auxiliary generator parts possible. That beam cannon gonna be instant. Oh my god. That'd be lovely. As a Beyond custom main, I'll never be able to use ACDCS. Because you don't have Saikamu. You don't need Saikamu for the ACDCS. It could be just when you're fighting suits that have radar obstruction or damage. And to be honest, you're probably going to be putting this on a suit anyway if it's going to be as low as the level 1 as a filler slot. I like Gun Cannon Aqua or Sean Goof Custom. Yeah, I'll take Gun Cannon Aqua. I want them to make the prototype beam rifle on GM White Dingo Pierce. It shoots so slowly, but this new part could be good for it. Oh yeah, that could be. White Dingo Gun Cannon win. Red Rider Nerf win. Never. We're going to get all the unicorns, Norn, Full Armor, and Phoenix. We just don't know about the perfectibility. I don't think we'll get the perfectibility. Might be too much things going on there. But yeah, I'm going to guess that the Phoenix is going to be New Year's. Just because they like to put gold suits for New Year's. But yeah, back to the best boy here. More Thunderbolt suits would be amazing. Yeah, when I was playing, I mentioned this several times before, but I was playing the Gem Thunderbolt type in Mobile Suit Gundam Online when that was still a thing. And it was a pretty interesting suit because it could actually shield itself completely. It couldn't fire its weapon when it's shielded, but it can basically block all damage. And I thought that would be an interesting idea to have in GBO2, where you can, it pulls the shields up in front of you, and obviously they're shields. It'd be like the a 2-star version of the full armor Gundam from Thunderbolt, where it can pull up the shields in front of it. They can get destroyed, but you can't fire while using them, and you have to get out of fire mode to or you have to get out of shield mode to start firing again. Pretty easy 2-star to make. Perfectibility is too much for this game, probably. Perfectibility would take too much control. Phoenix, I would understand, but perfectibility, nah, man, that suit is P Bandai. It can't be added in GBO2. I don't mean to burst your bubble, man, but there's a lot of suits that are P Bandai in this game. Rigoku's P Bandai, unfortunately. I know that because I'm staring at the P Bandai Rigoku box right now. Speaking of, I recently played the level 4 Rigoku at 650, and it's not terrible actually. I did really well with it. Not once, but twice. I might try it again. Might make a video on that. It's very interesting to play it, to say the least. Might give it a go. Haven't tried it with the Commander Beam Rifle as of yet. Imagine they give Phoenix no type like the boss simulator missions. Oh my god. Active guard, but better. Red Rider has it hard enough. It can kill a support in one shot and need a buff. Nobody tell him about the E-Free DS. Yeah, literally like all those suits. Like there's so many suits that are P Bandai. Excuse me. It's actual Gundam base limited. They just P Bandai so they can see it outside Japan. I wish they would stop making P Bandais, bro. Please, please, bro. I don't want them scalpers selling it for $100 because it's P Bandai. Please. You hear me, Bandai? You hear me? I don't want to buy no fucking skimpy ass, fucking lame ass gym. It's 100 goddamn bucks. No fucking assholes. Stop making P Bandai. 550 Gym Sniper 2 video in Dongo. I don't think I have that yet, so it'll probably be a while. I think I have the sniper rifle for it. GD Command Beam Rifle is good on Gyaradoga. I love it. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen the video, Soy, I do have a video on me using it recently. The one from not 2 days ago, but it should be Saturday. Yeah, did pretty well with it. Level 4 Rigoku reminds me Vertex Kianos level 2 win. Don't know. Like it could either be next banner or 50 banners from now. Red Rider's a whole Beyblade, bro. Yeah. Can my Zulu get the flipper, please? It'll be a nice buff. No. Gundam Mark IV win. Never. You'll never get you'll never get what you want in this game. The devs will add the Mark IV, but they'll make it a support with no dodge roll and no stun accumulation, no instant stuns. It's gonna be terrible. It's not even gonna be the real Mark IV either. Honestly, I wish they they didn't cap P Bandai cells so it doesn't get instant sold out. Yeah. I wish so. I wish too, man. Gym Sniper 2 plus range overtune plus learning computer plus range parts. Yeah, that'd be kind of gross. Plus leg part or part damaging build. I haven't been having too much fun in the Kianos. No maneuver armor's a pain. Oh yeah, it takes a little bit to get used to it. Honestly, I kind of picked the Rygogu over the something about the Rygogu feels more satisfying to play. It might be because that left arm grenade, just the way it fires, like, oh yeah, that's bullseye right there. I know it's late and they didn't do it, but Theta plus win. I'd love to have some more of these big boys here. They should add Reborn's Gundam since Ribbon's Japanese voice actor is the same as Amuro's. Gundam Mark IV, can my Mark V get shield boosters and missiles in level 2 so I can die 700? Amuro Jetta and Rigazid win? Man, I don't know. I'm not Bandai. I'm not BB Studios. No, you know what? I am. Now that you ask, I'm gonna add Zeta Zaku head level 2. I'm gonna make it better than the Zeta. And you know what else? I'm gonna add the Sinanju Stein 2. Don't exist, but I'm gonna make it happen. And it's just gonna be the Sinanju Stein, but now it has a second pair of Vulcans. So there you go, and that's gonna be a 4-star. And it's gonna have the double purge. It'll double dodge roll. Gem high boost with dual Glocks. Oh fuck yeah. I love specs. Spec ops gems. I do too. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over everything real fast. That's just telling you about the tournament and who won, but not really telling you who won. They just said congratulations. We're not going to tell you who won. Happy Halloween. We got we got Zaku head Zeta. That's going to be our limited mission suit, not our actual banner. You can also get the Zaku 2 head and the Zeta head as stuff to unlock, along with the arm hugging Gog and the Dolahan mask. Here you can change how you want your teammates to appear. You can your ally info. You can make it to where it always shows, never goes away, or you can hold the button to the analog stick to make it go away, the L3 button to make it go away, or you can just press the button once to make it go away. And some modifications here, a little taste of what's going to come for the unit adjustments. Gun Cannon 2 can now fire its shoulder beam cannon without having to focus fire it. And the Guian will now have a buffer on its shield, which should have been there for a while. But you know what? It's here now. Some new parts, Auxiliary Generator level 5, Space Frame level 3, AD/DCS level 2. And finally, oh wait, they're going to tell you there's going to be some more adjustments of existing custom parts as well. And finally, you get the Stein. I just want to look at his quote one more time because it's a really fucking hilarious quote. And hilarious is how lame it is. Da 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 da. I think I'll shoot this one. That's really lame. Yeah, it's a 4-star and looks pretty good. But we'll have to see how it does, how it be doing, all that good stuff. I want a visible stun meter too. The fact that they didn't release it because they thought the player base would be too fucking retarded to notice, like it'd be like a person having a seizure with too much stuff going on. They're like just they start seizing out. They think that the player base is that fucking stupid. They can't like handle seeing multiple bars. Nah, they should add a visible stun meter. Zaku 5 win tomorrow. The egg-looking Aqua MS from Moon. Oh, the Agjin. Yeah, Agjin would be cool. Dongo and Chain, 600 cost general unit with Hades system level 2 win. Never. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. I can't do the voice right now. Yeah, you guys. I probably can be converting a lot of those videos into other shorts. I gotta find some stuff where funny stuff happens. I gotta find some stuff with fun. Yeah, that makes sense. Probably go through the AQM stuff. You can fire without charging. I'll load. Yep. It's fine because the Stein's pilot is also lame as fuck. I mean, his name's Zoltan fucking... I can't remember his last name. Zoltan doesn't even sound like somebody that would exist in Gundam. It sounds like something from like I don't know Gal Gaigar or like some super robot show that's not Gundam. My name is Zoltan. When they made the Zusa support, I was pissed. Why? Out of all out of nearly all the supports in the game, when I look at the Zusa, I'd think, yeah, that's a support. Now, if they make the Zusa with the shotgun a support, yeah, I don't know how the thing with a literal missile stuffed body isn't a support. The quote is the lead dev threatening the last pro support programmer. Level 10 Zaku 2 Mine Layer win tomorrow. Imagine they add the Lodo. That'd be awesome, actually. When is the pipe layer going on the ground? I would love to have it on the ground. I think the Zaku 2 mine layer would honestly do better on the ground than the space because imagine your teammate just got a counter and you just walk up to the person, just teabag them, and then just shit all over them with mines. That'd be awesome. Uh, Zeus should have been array with heavy attack. Let's be honest. No, that's gonna be reserved for the unicorns. The sleeves. The sleeves. Zusa. Since we now have heavy attacks that include like range in it because of the Goku GK, the Zeus is gonna burst forward. He's gonna burst forward, right? He's gonna move forward and shoot all of his missiles, and that will do like fucking 10k each shot. It would be funny to see a ball with the lower body of a Gun-Tank. I mean, technically you can make that in Gundam Breaker. I've made that in Gundam Breaker 3. How the fuck do you lay mines in space? You select your mine and you click your trigger button and you fire your mines off behind you. Unfortunately, they don't stay around, so they're not really mines, but you know, pretty easily you just drop them out and they float in space. Tell that to Rick Dom Stutzer. You spit and pray. Add ball boy from UC Engage. Yeah, that way we can have a playable ball. That's not a vehicle. Phoenix with crazy maneuvers, my nightmare. That's not good. They're not gonna make this sport, will they? They're gonna make it like a raid or some shit. They're gonna try their hardest to fucking gimp that suit if it's gonna be a support. But yeah, I think they'll wrap everything out. I didn't even notice an hour passed by. Literally 10 seconds off of an hour, or past an hour. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap everything up here, and read the rest of these comments out, or see if we got any super chats. Actually, I don't know why I said super chats. I can literally look at what the feed is. There's no super chats. But yeah, that's gonna be hopefully the end of the stream. If you guys enjoyed the stream and the the news, make sure you like the video, all that good stuff. Usually I always do this whenever there's a new suit about to be released and they make a post about it. If I don't have enough time, I'll put it in the community post. Trying to think of anything else. This week should be news-wise. This week I should be doing the spectator streams on Friday, and next week when I'm streaming with Pretty Swift, I'm trying to decide if I want to do Journey to Jaburo or Jaburo, whatever you want to call it, or Encounters in Space, one of those PS2 games. Can you sign this petition? It's for making Ball an actual playable suit. I don't. Can you sign my petition? Oh god, what was that other quote? Fucking postal dude said. Sign the petition, I'll kill your dog. Some fucking random asshole shit. Postal 2 is a really great game. You guys should play Postal 2 if you're old enough. I recently said no, never mind. Talk about that. All the fire missiles BB keeps adding was testing for Phoenix fireballs. Phoenix with infinite boost. A casual stream after this for custom games, maybe. Most of its damage is from the burn damage, which you can just dodge roll out and you can use them in water. Encounters in Space was the better game overall. Uh, Honestly, I'm more excited to play Encounters in Space. I haven't really. When I look at the two games, I kind of like the look of Jaburo. I don't fucking know how to pronounce it, man. I like Encounters in Space a little bit more. The way it was presented to me. But I'll see some more gameplay of the two, and I'll probably have a community post poll up, and you guys can vote on that next week. Let's see, anything else news-wise? Well, Gagujin, you just mentioned that. You just mentioned it after I just mentioned it. Yeah, I'll put a poll next week for those two games. And I mean, we're gonna play both, but I want to start with Encounters. That ball will be a read. Is Journey and Encounters, are they connected to each other? Is one is Encounters in Space supposed to be a sequel to Journey? 'Cause I don't know. Journey was my first exposure to Gundam. Nice. I can't wait till we get the Zackrello in this game though. Honestly, if they shrink, they could potentially add the Zackrello and the Big Row in this game. If they just, I know they like to shrink suits in this game. Honestly, they shrink the Big Row and the Zackrello a little bit. They could honestly make those two in this game. Guarantee. They'd be really weird to play. Well, the Zackrello would be really fucking weird to play. But I want to be balling with the ball. Me too. If you're doing both, do Journey first. It's not really got me to Gundam like Fed versus Xeon was. Lost War Chronicles, I think, is what the actual sequel is. Yeah, I have no idea. All I know is that they're both PS2 games. Big Zam Sim win. Give me Big Road now! I want the Zackrello now! Give me Zackrello! Lost War Chronicles is the proper sequel to Journey to Jaburo, yes. Okay, good. Now I can rub it in my friend's face and tell him that I was right. The Encounters in Space is not a sequel. Journey goes over more of the first part of MSG, while Encounters is when they go back to space in the main story modes anyway. Okay. Alright. Anything else? I'm trying to think of anything else I need to add in here. You know what? The chill stream for next week will probably be Votems again. I really want to play that PS2 Votems game again. It's really fun. I think my friend is actually getting a Japanese PS2, so I do have some Japanese PS1 and PS2 games that we could play. Grublo versus Big Row, who wins? Well, isn't the Grublo an aquatic suit? And Big Row's like a space only suit? They're never gonna meet each other. That's why I got turned into like what? What was it called? The Val something? That one has like combination of both the Big Row and the Grublo. Journey goes over more of the first part. Oh, no, I read that one. But yeah, I think that'll actually wrap up everything. I'll say again, make sure you guys space is like water. Grublo is basically water. Oh, I know that, but what I'm saying is Grublo is an aquatic mobile armor. Be cool if they add mass production type Psycho Gundam. Yeah, that'd be a thing. Alright. Now, I think that'll be everything. Again, like the video, all that good stuff. If you're watching this as a video, or if you're in the stream, I'll explain how I can play Grublo in space and Gundam PSP games. They like to break their lore, okay? They want you to have fun over lore. Why won't they let me play GOG and Zoc in space? In GBO2. Pretty please. Alright, now that'll be it. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Goodbye. Give Water Finny to Goku GK? No. Because it's just a fucking Goku with a Zagok arm. That doesn't make it water viable. Or, well, really special in water. Maybe it says that in the manga, but as far as I'm aware, it's just a fucking Goku with a Zagok arm. Alright, now goodbye. Bye. Bye. All that good stuff. Like and subscribe. All that good stuff. Goodbye. Find the stream button. Goodbye.